All right, hello everyone. It looks like we are now live. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Phoebe and I'm your trivia host this evening. Thank you so much right off the bat to College of DuPage for hosting this The Office themed trivia night. I'm sure a few of you were here last time when I hosted trivia for y'all, and it is The Office theme tonight, I promise. We have a bunch of The Office themed questions ready for you all. We're not going to get started until about 10 after 7 though, 7 Central. I'm sure if you attend College of DuPage, you're probably in Central Time, but just in case. We'll wait till 10 after to get started, just so that anybody who's running late has time to get into the game, get some snacks going, grab a friend from the other room if need be to help them play. Whatever your need to help make sure it's a great trivia game for you, you have time to get that going. If you would like to use a fun The Office themed team name, now is your chance to do it. If you have already put in a username and you'd like to change it, just go ahead and refresh the page. That'll allow you to put in a new team name. Just make sure you don't do that once we've already started playing, because if you change your name halfway through, it will reset your points. So be careful. Now is the time that you'll want to do that. Looks good there. All right, and if you are having any issues, please feel free to let me know in the YouTube chat. I am more than happy to help you guys out and try to troubleshoot anything. Everyone should be hearing me okay. It looks like there isn't too much of a lag this evening, which is awesome. There is a little bit of a lag with YouTube, and we do have a practice question to start us off. So if you are experiencing a little bit of lag, that should help you know just how much lag there is. Things that you can do to minimize that are use Wi-Fi on fewer devices. For example, I just have my laptop on Wi-Fi and my phone is just on data while I host trivia, so that hopefully everything is as fast as it can be. Actually, I forgot to plug in my Ethernet cord, so let me get that wired in for you. And that should help just a little bit. If I can get it. There we go. All right, so that should improve the speed just a little bit. Apologies for the slight delay there. Hopefully that didn't freeze the stream or anything. Okay. Hopefully there wasn't too much of a blackout just there. I apologize profusely for that little blip there. My computer gave me that good old blue screen of death with the sad face and had to run some updates, so that was a little rude, but I'm glad that it did that at the beginning of the evening as opposed to halfway through the game. So apologies for that technical issue. My laptop will get a talking to after this. But thank you for your patience during that. I think that was only like a minute or so, but apologies. Thank you guys again for being here. I hope that everyone is excited for some of the Office themed trivia. Again, as I said earlier, we're not going to get started until about 10 minutes after 7, just to make sure that everybody who wants to play trivia is in the game. That should give everyone time to grab some snacks, to grab a friend if need be, to help get some extra points on there. If you want to go ahead and Google hard Office trivia questions right now, you can do that now, but no Googling during the game. I can't see you guys, so I have to trust that you're not looking things up. If you do run into any issues, please feel free to let me know in the YouTube chat. I believe, if I'm pointing correctly, the chat is over here. I think it's over here. Yes, no, maybe it's this way. But anyway, hello to Nabira and Anna. Thank you so much for joining in. Hope you're excited to play the Office trivia. We're going to get started in just a few minutes here, so let me go over how tonight's game is going to work. As I mentioned, everything is The Office themed this evening. We do have one practice question to get us started. That is not worth any points. It's just to get you guys used to how this trivia system works if you haven't played trivia with me before. And again, not worth points, but it does get you used to the lag as well. With YouTube, unfortunately, there is a little bit of a lag, so hopefully that helps you out with any potential issues. If you do have any issues while we're playing again, please feel free to let me know in the chat. I will try to help troubleshoot. But a good workaround always is to just refresh the page. Hopefully that should take care of any potential issues. So, as I mentioned, all The Office themed. We have 35 The Office questions this evening, and they are all multiple choice. So that means that you have a 25% chance of being correct. I will read off the question and all of the possible answers, and I will then open it up for answering. And you guys then have 30 seconds to answer each question. As time slowly ticks down from 30, or quickly, as time quickly ticks down, so does your points possible. So you start out with 150 points per question, and around halfway it's only worth 75 points, and so on and so forth. So if you have no idea on some of these, go with your gut. I promise you it's going to be a better situation to guess than to deliberate in your head, because if you are right, you have that 25% chance, like I said. You will then get more points because you answered earlier. And that's a good way to discourage anyone from Googling the answers. If you take that time to look it up, then you lose that time and those possible points. Even if you are right, you're not going to get the full points possible. So don't look up the answers. I myself am a big The Office fan. I'm a little bit annoyed that if I want to watch most of it, I have to pay for Peacock, which I'm not going to pay for another streaming service. Come on. All I have time for right now is Netflix and Disney+. But that being said, if you guys want to watch it after this, go to Peacock. You can watch seasons 1 and 2 for free, I believe. That's not a paid promotion. That's just the only thing that I know about how you can watch The Office right now. So we're going to get started in just a minute here. I will be going over the standings with you guys every 5 questions or so, time permitting. And that's the only point when you'll see how you're doing. After every question, we will look at how many people got each question correct, but it won't say, for example, if I got it wrong, it wouldn't say, well, Phoebe's the only one who didn't know that, haha. Don't worry, if you're the only one who got it wrong, it will not call you out, so not a big deal. You have one last chance right now. If you want to make a The Office themed team name, refresh the page and change whatever name you're playing as. This is your last minute chance. I'll give you 1 minute to do that if you want. If you refresh and change your name later in the game, your points will refresh. We do have a question about Kevin's chili, funny enough, so stay tuned for that one. But I'm trying to think if I have anything else that you guys should know. Again, let me know if you have issues in the chat. Actually, I guess it's over here. If you have issues in the chat, let me know. It's a little confusing mirroring for me, but anyways, that should be enough time for you guys to have set a team name if you like. For now, let's go ahead and get this started with a practice question. All right, so I'm going to be controlling the game from my phone. Make sure, however you're playing, keep an eye on that device, because that's how you'll know exactly when the timer starts. That's how you'll know where the answers are. A pro tip I can give you is to scroll past whatever GIF or photo is associated with the question. You will get to the answers just a little bit sooner. Not a huge deal. Oh, the game's not popping up? Uh-oh. All right, so if you do not have the link to play, let me go ahead. Well, it does say at the bottom of the YouTube screen, if you do not have the link to play, you're going to go to online. Not on your laptop. That is so frustrating. .com. That's the link you're going to want to go to, and then enter code 2421P. P is just my first initial, and it's, of course, today's date, 2421. So, hopefully that should get you into the game. If you still have some issues, let me know. If it's easier, you can try playing on another device. For me, I like to have the YouTube stream up on my TV so it's nice and big, and then play on my laptop so that it's a little, I don't know, I feel like it's easier to click the answers faster on a laptop, but that might just be me. And that's only when I play, not when I host, of course. But anyway, let's get started with the practice question. If you do have further issues, please let me know. So, practice question, here we go. What is the name of your host today? That is myself. Is my name A, Pam, B, Aaron, C, Meredith, or D, Phoebe? You have 30 seconds starting now. So there you go. That should give you an idea of the lag. In your channel, my laptop, and all kinds of dates are there, but not this one. That's interesting. Let me see if I can... You're going to see behind the curtain for a second here. I apologize. Okay, let me grab the direct link. There we go. Okay, so that is the direct link. If you click on that, hopefully that should get you right to the game. Luckily, you haven't missed out on any points, so this is just the practice question. Again, not worth any points, but it gets you used to how we play trivia and how much time you have to answer, how much time you have to think. But let's go ahead and take a look at how you answered this question. There we go. Okay, so 8 of you said Phoebe and 1 said Erin. I'm flattered. I like that actress. She's very funny, but the correct answer is Phoebe. I guess that goes for, I always forget what the actress who plays Erin's name is, but she's very funny, and so is Lisa Kudrow, who plays Phoebe on Friends. But this isn't Friends trivia, this is The Office trivia, and my name is Phoebe, and I am your host. Excited to ask you some of The Office trivia questions. Myra, if you do have further issues, let me know. That link should get you right into the game. Fingers crossed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to our first question that's worth some points. Question number 2 here. According to Prison Mike, what is the worst part of prison? Is it A, the guards, B, the Dementors, C, the beds, or D, the food? What do you think? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. According to Prison Mike, what was the worst part of prison? Was it the guards, the Dementors, the beds, or the food? I think there are going to be some questions that a lot of you will get in here, just so that there's some fun ones where it's like, oh, I know that. You got some easy points on the board. And if anyone gets this wrong, I am so sorry for saying that it was easy. But let's go ahead and take a look at how you answered this one. We do have 9 saying the Dementors and 2 saying the food. The correct answer for question 2 here is the Dementors. 82% of you were correct on that one. He is basing his information on prison from the Harry Potter films, which always makes me laugh. But there you go. That's question number 2. Well done to the 9 of you. Here is question number 3. Okay, what comedian does Michael impersonate that leads to the branch having a diversity day training? Is that A, Chris Rock, B, Richard Pryor, C, Dave Chappelle, or D, Eddie Murphy? You have 30 seconds starting now. Which of these comedians does Michael impersonate that leads to the branch needing to have a diversity day training? Is that Chris Rock, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, or Eddie Murphy? Thankfully, after season 1, they had an intervention on the haircut that they gave Michael Scott for season 1. All right, that's time. Let's see how you did here. 8 of you said Chris Rock, 1 said Dave Chappelle, and 1 said Eddie Murphy. The correct answer for this one is he does a Chris Rock impression. So well done. 80% of you got that one correct. Let's go to question number 4. During the beach games, who is abandoned in the lake wearing a sumo costume? Is that A, Jim, B, Toby, C, Dwight, or D, Andy? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. What do you think? Who was abandoned in the lake wearing a sumo costume? Was that Jim, Toby, Dwight, or Andy? My nose? I have a very Michael Scott-like nose. I'm aware of that. All right, let's take a look here. 8 of you said Andy, 1 said Jim. One of those is the correct answer, and it is Andy. Wait, there we go. Andy's the correct answer here. Well done. 8 of you got that correct. Let's see how you do with question number 5. What was Michael cooking on his George Foreman when he burnt his foot? Was it A, toast, B, eggs, C, waffles, or D, bacon? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. What was he cooking on that George Foreman grill? Was it toast, eggs, waffles, or bacon? This is just... Oh, don't leave the answers in the comments, because then everyone's gonna know. This one I think is one that is a little bit more... It's a memorable episode. I think most people know this one. I can't get over the idea of having a George Foreman grill right by your feet while you sleep. That's too much for me. Okay, 9 of you said bacon. The correct answer for this is indeed bacon. So 100% of you have added points to your score with this one. Well done. Let's see how you do with question number 6, and then we will take a look at the leaderboard for the first time. In the episode Andy's Play, what musical was Andy starring in? Was it A, Sweeney Todd, B, Chicago, C, Les Mis, or D, Cats? You have 30 seconds to answer, and that time starts now. Chat, if you need a link to play trivia, if you're not in the game yet, you can join in here. That is the link to play, and then you can answer right in the game, and you will get points for the answers. But don't leave them in the comments, because then it spoils it for the others. Not to say whether any of these are correct. All right, that is time. Unfortunately, I can't put your answers in from the chat. You have to go into the game, and then you can play from there. But click the link. It's super, super easy, I promise. Clicking the answers is even quicker than typing them. So, let's take a look at how you guys did. 9 of you said Sweeney Todd, and you are 100% correct. So well done. All of you have earned points on this one, so it'll come down to how quickly you answered. And let's go ahead and take a look at that leaderboard for the first time. Okay, we have Izzy in first, BD2 in second, Macy in third, but it is super close, only a few points between each place there. Blake Portals then in fourth, Gabby in fifth, Nabira in sixth, SL, Anna P in seventh, Miriam in eighth, Lindsay in ninth, Fatima in 10th, and Final Solution in 11th. I'm not sure whether there's a prize for first place. That you'll have to take up with the organizer. I do know that there is always the prize of knowing that you are correct and know the most about the office if you win first place. So I'm not sure whether or not there's a prize, but it's really close right now. So if you get first place, that is quite a trophy. For now, here is question number 7. Oh no. Bragging rights. Oh, wait, you can't add the letter P. If you click the link, you should be able to, you don't have to enter the code. Just let me add that one more time. If you click that, you don't have to type in the code at all. So that should be able to get you right into the game. Hopefully that works, Myra. Fingers crossed. For now, here's question 7. In the famous CPR training scene, what song does Michael start to sing when asked to pump to the tune of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees? Is it A, Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys? B, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis? C, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor? Or D, How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees? You have 30 seconds, and that time starts now. So, again, in the famous CPR training scene, what does Michael start to sing when he's asked to pump to the tune of Stayin' Alive? He sings a completely different song. Is it Wouldn't It Be Nice, Bleeding Love, I Will Survive, or How Deep Is Your Love? Oh, Myra, I'm sorry. Oh, You're probably watching on a different device that you can't click the link on. I am so sorry. I kept saying the same thing. I apologize. The only thing I can think to do is to Google something that has the letter P and you could then copy paste it, but that is so much to ask just to join trivia. I am so sorry. So hopefully next time you can play around. You're welcome, of course, to stick around and watch if you want. But for now, here is the answer for question 7. It is I Will Survive. And 100% of you are correct. So well done to everyone there. It's points all around. Here is question number 8. Which of Angela's cats does Dwight put in the freezer? Is it A, Bandit, B, Sprinkles, C, Fluffy, or D, Sparkles? You have 30 seconds to answer, and that starts now. Which of Angela's cats does Dwight put in the freezer? Is that Bandit, Sprinkles, Fluffy, or Sparkles? I think just a few seconds left here. All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did. Okay, 9 of you said Sprinkles and 1 said Sparkles. The correct answer here for question 8 is Sprinkles. 9 of you were correct on that one. Well done. It's points on the board for those 9. Here's question number 9. Who started the fire? Simple enough. Who started the fire? Is it A, Michael, B, Stanley, C, Toby, or D, Ryan? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Who started the fire? Pardon me. Who started the fire? Was it Michael, Stanley, Toby, or Ryan? No, what we know it was not Dwight, and we don't mean in this cold open as pictured in the GIF. All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did here. So, 7 of you said Ryan, 2 said Toby, and 1 said Michael. Well, I would expect any of those 3 to be capable of starting the fire on accident. The correct answer here is Ryan. His cheese sandwich or something in the microwave was what did it. So well done to those 7 who got points. Here is question number 10. When did Ryan and Kelly hook up for the first time? Is it A, February 13th, B, Kelly's birthday, C, New Year's Eve, or D, Christmas Day? This is mentioned specifically. 30 seconds starts now. What do you think? When did Ryan and Kelly hook up for the first time? Was it February 13th, Kelly's birthday, New Year's Eve, or Christmas Day? All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did here. 7 of you said February 13th, 2 said New Year's Eve, and 1 said Kelly's birthday. The reason it's pertinent is because Ryan and Kelly realize the next day after they hook up is Valentine's Day. So 7 of you were correct there. It was February 13th, coming up on that anniversary. All right, we're going to go to question 11 and then take a look at the leaderboard once again. So, what item of Dwight's did Jim put in Jell-O? Was it A, mug, B, stapler, C, pen, or D, calculator? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. I believe that Jim has put 3 of these items in Jell-O, at least. If I could give bonus points, I would give bonus points to anyone who could name what the move Jim is doing here is called. I feel kind of bad for John Krasinski because I saw him on SNL and he said, kind of get the vibe that all anybody talks about is The Office, but he has been in quite a few more things. All right, so that's time. Let's take a look at how you did. 100% of you said stapler, and you are 100% correct. Believe he puts Michael's mug into Jell-O and Andy's calculator into Jell-O, if memory serves. And the move he is doing in this GIF is called the CC Spin and Kiss, named for his daughter who had a rehearsal. Not a rehearsal, a performance, a dance recital. All right, so that leaderboard. Okay, we have Izzy in first, BD2 in second, and Macy in third. And there are now 12 teams playing. The scores are really, really close right now. Only 4 points between first and second. 6 points between second and third. So it is just a matter of timing. Really close all the way down the board, too. Like I said, 12 teams playing. Still plenty of time to add more points to your score here. We still have, 20 questions left? No, 25. So, still plenty of time for this to change up. There are 35 questions total, Yusuf, so we've gone through 10, so there's still 25 left. So, let's get right to question number 12. So, in the episode launch party, what is the preferred pizza place among the office staff? Is it A, Pizza by Armando, B, Alfredo's Pizza Cafe, C, Pizza by Alfredo, or D, Alfredo's Best Pizza? You have 30 seconds starting now. In the episode launch party, what is the preferred pizza place among the office staff? Is it Pizza by Armando, Alfredo's Pizza Cafe, Pizza by Alfredo, or Alfredo's Best Pizza? All right, that's time. Let's see how you did. Ooh, good answer split for this one. This is kind of a toughie, though. 4 of you said Alfredo's Pizza Cafe, 4 said Pizza by Alfredo, and 2 said Alfredo's Best Pizza. B and C, those are the 2 that are mentioned in the episode. And the correct answer here is Alfredo's Pizza Cafe, which is not what Michael got. So well done to those 4 who got it right. Let's see how you do with question 13. In the season 2 episode Halloween, what was Jim's Halloween costume? Was it A, Popeye, B, Dave, C, 3-Hole Punch Jim, or D, Facebook? You have 30 seconds starting now. These are, of course, all actual Halloween costumes of Jim's, but which one did he wear for that season 2 episode? Which, to my knowledge, was not the one from this GIF. At least I don't think so. So I think the first one from season 2 is where Dwight is a Sith Lord. All right, that's time. Let's see how you did. 8 of you said 3-Hole Punch Jim and 1 said Dave. The right answer here is 3-Hole Punch version of Jim. So 8 of you got that correct. Well done. Always an easy Halloween costume if you're running short on time. So there you go. Here is question number 14. Revealed by Michael and Holly in their company picnic skit, what was the name of the branch that was going to be closed down? Was that A, Scranton, B, Stamford, C, Albany, or D, Buffalo? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Which branch do Michael and Holly accidentally reveal is going to be closed down in their company picnic skit? Is it Scranton, Stamford, Albany, or Buffalo? right, let's see how you did here. 8 of you said Buffalo and 1 said Albany. The correct answer for this one is Buffalo. 8 of you were correct there. Well done. I thought that was going to be a toughie, but 8 of you got it, so that's points added to your score. Here's question 15. What prize does Phyllis auction off at Michael's Crime Aid fundraiser? Is it A, Vance mini fridge, B, hand knit mittens, C, a makeover, or D, a hug? You have 30 seconds and that time starts now. I believe 3 of these are gifts that she has given and 1 is just something that is given as a prize. Unfortunately, none of these are prizes for first place. Although I think well, even a hug is hard these days. Makeover maybe might be the easiest one. Unfortunately, couldn't swing the Vance mini fridge. All right, let's see how you did. 7 of you said a hug, 1 said the mini fridge, and 1 said hand knit mittens. The correct answer here is a hug. Well done to the 7 of you who got it. I think it goes for like $1,000. Very wholesome. Okay, we're going to go to question 16 and then take another look at the leaderboard. So, question 16 here. What is the number that Kevin invents to compensate for his accounting errors? Is that number A, Dunder 8, B, 11, C, 13, or D, 11? You have 30 seconds starting now. What is the number that Kevin invents to compensate for his accounting errors? Is it Dunder 8, 11, 13, or 11? I have to say, I don't write the trivia, I just get to present it to you guys, but I think that the fake numbers are pretty clever. All right, that is time. Let's see how you did here. 7 said 11, 1 said 11, and 1 said Dunder 8. The correct answer here is a 11. Well done to 7 of you who were correct with 11. Ha ha ha. So let's see how that's affected the leaderboard. We have BD2. Wow, that changed a lot. BD2 now in first place. Blake Portals in second and Anna P in third. So there you go. The rest of the standings underneath that. And there are still 20 questions to go. Still plenty of times to add points to your score, and it's still really close at the top there. So could be anyone's game. This was definitely shaken up from the last 5 questions, so that's why I like looking at this every so often. It's just fun to see how much it changes. So with that, let's just go to question number 17 here. Who plays a character that is not killed off in Michael's action thriller, Threat Level Midnight? Is it A, Toby, B, Oscar, C, Jan, or D, Andy? You have 30 seconds and that time starts now. Who is not killed off in Threat Level Midnight? Is it Toby, Oscar, Jan, or Andy? Other 3 all killed off. All right, let's see how you did here. Ooh, 4 of you said Jan, 3 said Andy, and 2 said Oscar. Everyone knows that Toby definitely got killed off. Michael is not Toby's biggest fan. The correct answer here, though, is Andy. Andy's playing that bartender. And that is where 3 of you were correct. Andy's the right answer for question 17 here. Well done. Here is question number 18. What character interviewed a young Michael on the children's television program Fundle Bundle? Was it A, Tom Broclaws, B, Walter Cronkite, C, Edward R. Meow, or D, Barbara Clauters? You have 30 seconds starting now. Again, I think all of these answers are pretty creative, but only one of them is correct. Which of these characters interviewed a young Michael on the children's television program Fundle Bundle? Was it Tom Broclaws, Walter Cronkite, Edward R. Meow, or Barbara Clouters? All right, that is time. Let's take a look at how you did here. 7 of you said Walter Cronkite, 1 said Tom Broclaws, and 1 said Barbara Clouters. However, the right answer here is Edward R. Meow. Nobody got this one, so no points gained, no points lost, but there you go. That was a toughie, so if it ever comes up in future trivia, now you know it. So, hopefully we see a few more right on question number 19 here. Kevin bests Andy and Daryl at a no-rules board game based on what popular television show? Is it A, Dallas, B, Falcon Crest, C, Knight Rider, or D, Dynasty? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Kevin bests Andy and Daryl at a no-rules board game based on what popular TV show? Is it Dallas, Falcon Crest, Knight Rider, or Dynasty? I think this is definitely a later in the show episode, but I still think it's pretty funny. All right, let's take a look at how you did. 6 of you said Dallas, 2 said Knight Rider, and 1 said Dynasty. The correct answer here is one of those 3. It's Dallas. 6 of you got it right. Well done. Points added to your score there. Dallas is indeed the correct answer. Right, question number 20. Which of the following was not included in the teapot that Jim gave Pam at the office Christmas party? Is it A, a golf pencil, B, a baseball card, C, a yearbook picture, or D, a hot sauce packet? You have 30 seconds starting now. 3 of these things were included in that teapot that Jim gave to Pam. Which one of them was not? Is it a golf pencil, a baseball card, a yearbook picture, or a hot sauce packet? Honestly, how did she not know that he liked her at this point? Like, come on, girl. Pretty obvious. All right, let's see how you did here. 5 said baseball card, 2 said a hot sauce packet, and 1 each for the golf pencil and the yearbook picture. But the correct answer at question 20 is a baseball card. That was not in the teapot. So well done to those 5. Added points to your score. We're going to go to question 21 and then another look at the leaderboard. So, 21. What is the secret to Kevin's famous chili recipe? I told you there'd be a question about it. Is it A, undercook the onions, B, a dash of cinnamon, C, dice the tomatoes, or D, mince the garlic? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Which of these is the secret to Kevin's famous chili recipe that he immediately dumps on the floor? Is it undercook the onions, a dash of cinnamon, dice the tomatoes, or mince the garlic? So sad. I'm so sorry you have to watch this over and over. It's funny, but the look on his face, like, so much chili ruined, and that poor carpet will never be the same. All right, let's see how you did. 6 of you said undercook the onions, 2 for a dash of cinnamon, and 1 said dice the tomatoes. It's not mince the garlic, so you're right in not saying that, but the correct answer here is undercook the onions. 6 of you were correct there. Well done, and it is question 21, so let's see how you're doing. We now have Blake Portals in first, BD2 in second, and Anna P in third. So, those are your standings with 15 questions left in tonight's trivia game. Still some time to get more points added to your score, to get a few more questions correct. What's interesting is seeing how many questions people have correct. Right now it's pretty even. The number of questions correct is also higher. I don't know how to properly phrase what I'm trying to say. The number of points is in the same ascending order as is the number of questions correct. There we go. Sometimes I've seen it where it'll be someone has fewer questions correct, but they're in first place. I don't know. They're just answering more quickly. So, anyways, let's go to question 22. What branch of Dunder Mifflin did Karen become the regional manager of? Was that A, Stamford, B, Albany, C, Utica, or D, Scranton? You have 30 seconds starting now. Which Dunder Mifflin branch did Karen become the regional manager of? Was it Stamford, Albany, Utica, or Scranton? All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did here. 6 of you said Utica, 2 said Stamford, and 1 said Scranton. It's not Albany, but the right answer here is Utica. 6 of you got that one correct. Well done. Here is question 23 for you. Which character attended high school with Michael? They mentioned this a couple times, but is it A, Stanley, B, Toby, C, Phyllis, or D, Todd Packer? You have 30 seconds starting now. Which of these characters went to high school with Michael? Was it Stanley, Toby, Phyllis, or Todd Packer? Thinking it's going to be between 2 of these, because one of these characters, he acts like he went to high school with him. So let's take a look here. Yeah, 5 of you said Phyllis, 4 said Todd Packer. One of those is correct, and the right answer here is Phyllis. 5 of you got that one correct. They are the same age, and Phyllis has to constantly remind Michael of that. So, well done to those 5. Here's question number 24. What is the real name of the Scranton Strangler? Multiple choice, so it's easier. Is it A, George Howard Scubb, B, Douglas Lyle Goggins, C, Albert Henry DeSalvo, or D, Charles Walter Fink? You have 30 seconds starting now. What is the real name of the Scranton Strangler? Is it George Howard Scubb, Douglas Lyle Goggins, Albert Henry DeSalvo, or Charles Walter Fink? Okay, that's time. Let's see how you did. 9 of you said George Howard Scubb. You are 100% correct. Everyone gets points added to their score. They're well done. Here's question 25. Oscar wins a Halloween costume contest with what costume? Is it A, the Count, B, the Rational Consumer, C, Oscar Liar Wiener, or D, Oscar the Grouch? You have 30 seconds starting now. Oscar wins a Halloween costume contest with which of these costumes? Is it the Count, the Rational Consumer, Oscar Liar Wiener, or Oscar the Grouch? All right, that's time. Let's see how you did. 100% of you said the Rational Consumer, and you'd be correct because that's the only costume that he's actually worn on this list, I think. I think. So well done to everyone. Here's question 26, and then we'll do another look at the leaderboard. Michael buys concert tickets from Holly to see what band? Is it A, Alicia Keys, B, Counting Crows, C, Bruce Springsteen, or D, Weird Al? You have 30 seconds starting now. Michael buys concert tickets from Holly to see which of these acts? Is it Alicia Keys, Counting Crows, Bruce Springsteen, or Weird Al? All right, that is time. Let's take a look at how you did. 6 of you said Bruce, 2 said Counting Crows, and 1 said Weird Al. The correct answer, though, is Counting Crows. Only 2 of you got that correct, so well done to those 2. Let's see how that affects the leaderboard. We have BD2 in first now, Anna P in second, and Blake Portals in third. So, there you go. Still very close. They keep switching up, those 3. And we still have 10 questions left here. So, let's see how you do with question 27. What word did Dwight have taped to his forehead in the Diversity Day episode? Is it A, black, B, Indian, C, Asian, or D, Jewish? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. What word did Dwight have taped to his forehead in the Diversity Day episode? Was it black, Indian, Asian, or Jewish? All right, that's time. Let's see how you did. 8 said Asian and 1 said Jewish. The correct answer here is Asian. 8 of you were correct on that one. Well done. Here is question number 28. Where did Jim and Pam honeymoon? Was it A, Mexico, B, Puerto Rico, C, Bahamas, or D, Greece? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Where did Jim and Pam go for their honeymoon? Was it Mexico, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, or Greece? All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did. 7 of you said Puerto Rico and 1 each for Bahamas and Mexico. 1 of those 3 is correct, and it is Puerto Rico. 7 of you got that right. Well done there. Here is question number 29. Who is Angela and Dwight's son's godfather? Spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen it this far. Is it A, Kevin, B, Oscar, C, Michael, or D, Jim? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Who is Angela and Dwight's son's godfather? Is it Kevin, Oscar, Michael, or Jim? All right, time is up. Let's see how you did. 6 of you said Michael and 3 said Oscar. The correct answer here is Oscar. 3 of you were correct on that one. I think Angela and Oscar are friends. I don't know about Dwight and Oscar. Although I think Oscar's the only one who gets to go to Dwight's family member's funeral, if memory serves. But there you go. 3 of you got that right. Well done. Here is question 30. What is Dwight's all-time favorite movie? Is it A, Wedding Crashers, B, American Pie 2, C, Grizzly Man, or D, The Crow? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. What is Dwight's all-time favorite movie? Is it Wedding Crashers, American Pie 2, Grizzly Man, or The Crow? Alrighty, that is time. Well, let's take a look at how you did here. 4 of you said Grizzly Man, 4 said The Crow. One of those is the correct answer, and it is The Crow. So 4 of you added points to your score there. Well done. Question 30. Going to go to question 31. And then, you know what? I'll keep you in suspense about the leaderboard until the end of the game, just because we only have 6 questions left. So, question 31. Who wins Hottest in the Office award at Michael's final Dundies? Is it A, Ryan, B, Danny, C, Michael, or D, Jim? You have 30 seconds starting now. Who wins the Hottest in the Office award at Michael's final Dundies? Is that Ryan, Danny, Michael, or Jim? My old office did their own version of the Dundies. It was about the same energy, honestly. All right, so let's see how you did. 4 of you said Ryan, 1 said Danny, and 1 said Jim. The correct answer here is Danny Cordray. That's, I always forget the actor's name, but, he plays Danny in The Office, and then he was in Santa Clarita Diet, and then he was in Mandalorian. So there you go. So, well done to the one person who got that. Here's question number 32. What false name does Michael sign on the release form from Mr. Brown in the Season 1 episode Diversity Day? Is that A, Daffy Duck, B, Porky Pig, C, Michael Jordan, or D, Bugs Bunny? You have 30 seconds starting now. Which of these fake names does Michael sign on the release form in the Season 1 episode Diversity Day? Is it Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Michael Jordan, or Bugs Bunny? I don't think you can see it too well in the GIF. You can squint, I guess, and see it. All right, that is time. Let's see how you did. 6 of you said Daffy Duck, 1 said Michael Jordan, and 1 said Bugs Bunny. The correct answer here is Daffy Duck. Well done to the 6 that got that right. You can kind of see it if you squint, but well done. Here's question 33. Which of the following is not a theme of one of the guest rooms at Schrute Farms? Is it A, goats, B, irrigation, C, America, or D, nighttime? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. Which of the following is not a theme of the guest rooms at Schrute Farms? 3 of these are actual themes, 1 of them is not. Is it goats, irrigation, America, and nighttime? I don't even know which of these I'd pick. We only get to see one of the themed rooms, I think, in the show. It's the one that Jim and Pam stay in. All right, that is time. The room that Jim and Pam stay in is irrigation. 6 of you said goats, 1 said nighttime. The correct answer here is goats. It is not a room theme at Schrute Farms, so well done to those 6. Here's question 34. Just 3 questions left for you. What boy's name was Michael's pick for Jan's unborn child? Is it A, Todd, B, Ryan, C, Chevy, or D, Gary? You have 30 seconds, and that starts now. What boy's name was Michael's pick for Jan's unborn child? Is it Todd, Ryan, Chevy, or Gary? Alrighty, that is time for question 34. Let's see how you did. 4 of you said Ryan, 2 said Chevy, and 1 said Gary. The correct answer here is not Todd. It's Chevy. Only 2 of you got that, so well done to those 2. That was a toughie. He wanted to name the kid Chevy. 2 questions left. Here's question 35. Creed won the lottery by being born in the USA, but he also has a second passport for which country? Is it A, Switzerland, B, Germany, C, Sweden, or D, Colombia? You have 30 seconds starting now. Creed has a second passport, and it is for which of these 4 countries? Is it Switzerland, Germany, Sweden, or Colombia? All right, that's time for question 35. Let's see here. 3 of you said Colombia, 2 said Germany, 2 said Switzerland, and 1 said Sweden. The correct answer here for this toughie is Switzerland. 2 of you got it. That is where Creed has a second passport. Well done to those 2. Just 1 question left here. Here we go, question 36. How much did the video iPod cost in the Christmas party episode? Was it A, $200, B, $250, C, $350, or D, $400? You have 30 seconds starting now. Who remembers the video iPod? That's really weird to think about right now. I didn't have one, but you know. Did that video iPod cost $200, $250, $350, or $400? Yeah, I know. This is the last one, though, so the last one's got to be kind of hard. This one, you either know it or you don't, though, so if you didn't know it, better to guess. All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did here. 3 said $400, 3 said $250, and 2 said $200. Nobody said $350, which sounds like a lot of money, but the correct answer here is $400. Oh my God. That's $400 for a video iPod. So 3 of you were correct on that one. Video iPod costs $400. That's the final question that I have for you all tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at those final rankings and see who won. We have BD2 in first place there. Anna P in second place and Macy in third place. Coming into that top 3 right at the end there. Gabby in 4th, Izzy in 5th, Blake Portals in 6th, Miriam in 7th, Nabira in 8th, Lindsay in 9th, I Don't Like Israel in 10th, Fatima in 11th, and Final Solution in 12th, although it doesn't look like Final Solution answered any questions, which is totally fine. But those are your final standings. Your winner is BD2. Thank you guys so much for playing trivia with me this evening, and the office trivia no less. Thank you so much to College of DuPage for hosting this fun trivia night. I host trivia about 3 or 4 times a week, so it's always a whole lot of fun. I think it's a good end cap to a weeknight when otherwise you're just sitting at home anyways. So, yes, thank you so much everyone for playing. I hope that you all have a wonderful, warm weekend. Check the weather. It's going to be very cold, so bundle up and have a wonderful, wonderful evening and weekend. Thank you so much, everyone. Love reading the comments. Thank you, Anna, Miriam, and have a wonderful night. Bye, everyone.